all those free kicks being given against them.
This man here, Hashimian, he must be just wondering what it needs for him to get a goal. Look, I often say when strikers go through patches like this, maybe he's saving him for the important games, the quarter-final, the semi-final, but he'll just be shaking his head and wondering why he hasn't been able to get off the mark. He's done everything right. It's been a foot here, a deflection there, and he just can't seem to get the ball into the back of the net.
Free kick goes Malaysia's way, so a chance to get some players forward into the box. It's a good position for a free kick, and 5 have gone forward. Safi's in there, headed clear by Hosseini. Shahrulnazam missed his mark, but Malaysia still have it. Coming back from an offside position was Safi.
That was a great clearing header by Hosseini. He actually got caught out a little bit. Safi got in behind him, but managed to stretch out and win the header. And this is the offside against Safi, who's probably tired already. He's done that much work.
Karimi just slides it through to Tamorian. Clever ball. Anayati with the turn. Still Anayati. Through to Mobley. Lovely quick feet. But he got under it in the end.
It was lovely quick feet. Great work by Anayati to get the ball through to Mobley. And here we go. Just takes a one step and then just rushes the shot. Didn't get over it. It was Anayati who did set him up and looking increasingly more dangerous and almost lining up for the next goal for Iran.
Mobley earned his 40th cap tonight, and he only has 1 goal. You see part of the reason why, just lacking the coolness in front of goal. Zandi is on the left flank. Neckenham looks at him and then switches play to Karimi. Tamorian, they've really worked the triangles well, those 3. Here's Mardavikia. Run out by Malaysia. Nice turn too. It fell for Indraputra. Overlapping is Shahrulnazam. Indraputra made the burst into the box, and Hosseini is forced to concede the first corner.
And that's better from Malaysia. They actually broke with a bit of purpose. 3 or 4 players. It was Shahrul with the cross. And look at this. They got Indraputra attacking it. Safi was attacking it. And the referee's given a goal kick. So there you go.
I felt sure Malaysia were going to get their first corner of the game. Instead, the count is 7-0 in favour of Iran. Well left in the end for Hamzani to bring it down and win the free kick.
Some ironic cheers coming up from the Malaysia supporters on the other side. Obviously, I feel like they're getting a little bit hard done by at the moment. Clear foul by Tamorian.
He was crying out for a card as well, which is not what Tamorian wants to see. He's one of 4 players in the starting 11 on a yellow card. Another one will mean they miss the quarter-final, which they hope to be playing here, of course. He did pull at the shirt, Tamorian, as well. You don't want to be flirting with those sort of situations when you've got the lead and are expected to win.
No doubt. They would be under clear instructions to not do anything silly. That's the last thing they would want, particularly in a game like this where there's no need for it.
Mobley turns it over. Well played. The Malaysian defender. It's a cross-come shot in the end from Tiramurigan.
And poor selection there. He had both Indraputra and Safi in good positions. He just needed to show a little bit of composure, and a huge rush of blood. They probably didn't work on what he was supposed to do when he got into the front third because he wasn't expected to be there, but poor selection in the end.
Bikia and Taimorian really are running the defence ragged on that left-hand side.
He's not getting a lot of the ball at the moment, Taimorian, but if you just see his work rate, his runs off the ball, you can see why he was such a success in the English Premier League. He's such a hard worker, and Safi getting caught offside again.
The assistant referee bided his time as well, just to frustrate the home fans that little bit more. Neckenham to Karimi. Here's Anayati dropping back into midfield and asking Sandy to run for him. Mobley switches play to Hosseini. Taimorian, nice turn from the Bolton man, Taimorian.
He's such a smooth move. I just finished talking about him, and great ball in by Hosseini, and he just had an awareness here to turn and take his man on. Lost a bit of composure with a strike, but just before then, when he received the ball from Hosseini, he had a quick look, just let it run through, realised he had a bit of space, and had the strike on goal. He's a quality player.
Scored 2 goals against Wigan back in April to really make his name in the English Premier League, a man of the match display. Safi again chasing Hosseini. Rodbarian that time got the communication right with his centre half.
I think they've worked on that one since the first game. They look a little bit more polished.
Anayati's touch was heavy and pounced upon by Indra Putra. Shakur turned away. Ali Karimi, Hashimian is forward and onside as he's on, comes off, collision. An easy decision for the referee. Hashimian kicked the ball away as well. He's going to pick up a yellow card.
Frustration as much as anything for Hashimian there. He made a beautiful run, just peeled off his defender, got in behind him, but the ball just ran away and ended up clattering into it as he's on, and then got up and had the shot on goal. But he would be one frustrated striker at the moment. He's done just about everything right except get the goal that he wants, that will maybe ease a little bit of the nerves for him. And look, I guess almost half time, 5 minutes to go, and Iran will be happy that they're 1-0 up, but probably a little bit frustrated they haven't got a few more goals, particularly that man there.
Hashimian is known as the helicopter, but he may turned as he's on into somewhat of a rotor blade. He's going to be okay to play on. The number 1 for Malaysia, and Hashimian is not one of those 4 men on a yellow card, so he'll be okay for the quarterfinals, provided he doesn't pick up another one. Nearly 40 minutes gone at the Bukit Jalil Stadium. Still no goals in the other match between Uzbekistan and China. So as it stands, Iran will top the group and play South Korea in a quarter-final here. Of course, the second-place team will be off to take on Saudi Arabia in Jakarta. And the Saudis hitting real form today with a 4-0 win over Bahrain. Taimorian slips it through to Ali Karimi. Hashimian again dived in.
He's got to be a bit careful. I know he's probably a frustrated centre forward at the moment, but it would have been an absolute tragedy if he ended up getting a red card for something silly. He's just got to calm down for the next few moments.
Mobley trying to turn away from Tiramurigan. Did well, but Kaironisam was immediately in his face. And the captain for Malaysia concedes another corner. Hosseini and Rezai come forward for Iran again. Mobley to swing it in. Nantakuma again with a clearing header, but only as far as Hosseini. Good cross too from the centre half. Fed in again by Zandi. Harmlessly through.
They'll be disappointed they haven't got more from their corners. As you said, Rezai and Hosseini come up They're both big men. Neckenham's a big man, and you'd think they would have got a little bit more. As we said, well, they've already scored for a couple of corners in this tournament, and delivery hasn't been great. It hasn't been as good as he was in the first two games.
Again, a goal kick immediately results in possession for Iran. Possession stat has come back a little bit, but still 66% in favour of the visitors. Zandy has Mobley overlapping, uses him too. First to get back onto his right foot. Blocked by Tiramurigan. Frustration mounting for Hashemian. Miscontrol and then a handball to boot as it was going out for a goal kick.
Well, with a couple of minutes left, I guess coach Adeshir Galanoi of Iran would be happy just to get the players in at half-time at 1-0 and just get them settled down a little bit.
Hashemian was once on the books of Bayern Munich, but it didn't work out for him there. 9 games and no goals, and he was on his way, and he's enjoying a similar spell here at the Asian Cup. Karimi again cut down. Not happy with the challenge from Hamzani. Rather, it's Shakur who becomes the second man in the book.
You can just see Karimi's frustration there. I mean, that's happened a number of times in the game. A tug of the shirt, a kick, and even a pull down in the end. He's getting frustrated with the attention received by the Malaysian players. And quite remarkably, they haven't had more yellow cards dished out to them.
It's his second yellow of the tournament. He won't miss another game at the Asian Cup, of course, but the next AFC tournament, he won't be available for the first game. Matavikia swings this one in. A lack of communication there because Anayati took it away from a teammate.
He did, and there were 3 men free on the edge of the box there. The Malaysians just didn't pick up at all, and a little bit more communication. Could have even brought it down and finished in front of goal. And I guess indicative of the first half, some good play by Iran, but in front of goal just lacking a little bit of luck and a little bit of composure.
Nice reverse ball. Here's a chance. Shakur trying to chip Rodbarian, who had to make a superb save. What a moment for Shakur.
What a brilliant strike. Just looked up, took his time and tried the chip, and Rodbarian was caught 2 or 3 metres off his line. Smile on the face of Shakur. He knew how close he was. He just looked up and saw him off his line, and here we go, just a bit of composure, nice little dink to the far post, and Rodbarian did well in the end to backtrack and get an arm on him.
He's a former national captain, Shakur, and if they'd gone into the sheds with a 1-1 scoreline, would have been something special to enjoy. No one expects them to be in front or level at full time, but would have been a feather in their cap and something they probably deserved after their first half showing.
Well, I don't know if they deserved it. I mean, it is 1-0, but there have been probably 3 times the woodworks come into play, and the scoreline could have been anything. But they have worked hard. As that half's worn on, they've thrown more men forward. They've been a little bit more positive, given these people, their fans, something to cheer about. And it would have been nice if they got that goal. And I guess a little bit of a danger for Iran, as this scoreline stays 1-0, that if they do have a lapse in concentration, then Malaysia could punish them.